Hello friends, it's me again. Thanks for tuning in. Today I put together a kit that I'm calling Valentine / Shabby Chic. For those of you who don't do Valentines, we can make this into a Shabby Chic. What I'm including in the kit is this book that I've completely gutted. I left the end pages in case you'd like them. Don't worry about the cover. We're going to discuss that in a minute. But you get a really nice cover, front and back. I'm including, I'm not even going to show you the front because it doesn't matter. There's two patterns. And what we do with the patterns is we cut them up, we make them into collages. I just recently saw two different YouTubers, and I apologize, I forgot their names. They took the pattern paper and cut them out to the size that they needed for their journal and then glued them together to make them stable and use them as actual pages in their junk journals. What we can do with them, of course, is we collage with them. We put them over other things or things on top of them. So I'm including 2 packs of patterns for you to play with. And before we go any further, you're going to say, "Ew, Jane, I really don't like the cover of that journal." Well, I'm going to give you options. What you can do with this is paint it. Clear gesso, black gesso, white gesso, or paint. Or what I've included in this set is a beautiful and big, I've unfolded this so many times it's wrinkled again, white napkin that, as you can see, is plenty big, and then some. You'll have more fabric to do other things to cover your journal. And you might be saying, well, that's kind of bland. I'm also including with this kit, this is the right way around, I just wanted to show you, it was some sort of, and these will look really pretty if you press them, I guess. I happen to like things, you know, grungy, crunchy like that. So I thought if you cover the book, and then you take this very pretty piece and look at that. I really think that's beautiful. And again, there's plenty here to cover 2 journals with. So the difference in the 2 kits is this. This is kit A. And look at this. Isn't this beautiful? And again, you have plenty to cover 2 covers with. This is kit B. So that's the difference in the 2 kits. This is B and this is A. Other than that, everything is the same, such as you will get 2 yards of this very pretty vintage seam binding in pink. You have this also, 2 yards. And let's not forget, if we don't like the color of these, you dip them in bleach. You can get an ombre effect. You can bleach them out. Don't forget, put these in water, scrumple them up, and they're really cool as well. I have another 2 yards of this vintage seam binding. So you can use these as trims on your pages to tie your journal with. You get 2 yards of this very pretty trim. Each one of you, in the 2 kits, there is a hanky. These hankies may have holes in them. No stains, but I just thought it was some kind of nice contrast of a color. You also get a piece of, this is an old vintage curtain, and I love this for texture. I cut this up. I put it on, let's pretend this is a page. So I'll put this on the edge of a page. You can glue it, sew it, what have you. Come on, fabric. Work with me. So let's say you glue that on. That's the edge of your page. And then I start to fray this. And you see what it does? That is really cool to me. So you can use that. Use it as more layering for other things. We'll get to the bag of goodies because I have 2 of them in a minute. And then you'll all get, look at that. Isn't that pretty, that lace? There's a little flower. This is also 2 yards of lace. Look at that. I'm going to put that on here so you can see it. Wouldn't that be pretty as a top of a decorated bag? But you can cut each one of these off individually and make little things. Another ribbon. I dyed some cheesecloth for you. Another lace with some satin. Sorry, backwards. Lady with a parasol. Backwards again. Sorry. Where's Maggie White when you need her? To tell me which is the right way or the wrong way. Okay. Let's go into the bag. Sorry for the crinkling noise. Now don't forget, with the bag, we can turn them into pages. We'll make another cute little journal. So in goodie bag number 1, you're going to get a lot of stamps to play with. I'm doing this through my video screen, so it's very hard. Okay, then I have 2 puzzle pieces. What I like to do with these is take sandpaper and rough them up. White gesso, clear gesso, black gesso, or paint. And then you can collage over them or paint them or take some stamps and play with them. Put a hole in it, put a grommet in it. It's great to dangle off a page, off the back of a journal spine, whether it's this way or that way. So there's a lot of fun things to do with that. Bag of old buttons. We'll get to that. This came off. I collect old broken jewelry and things because I like to use them in my mixed media or in my journals. This came from an old 50s, early 60s pearl necklace. They're not real pearls, but they're vintage. Like I said, there's plenty of stamps in here. These are 2 vintage tags from Wat Shand. I believe that was a store in Pennsylvania. Just a very pretty note card. Listen, you could fold this up and make it into a little booklet. Isn't that pretty? You could take this apart carefully and have a very nice page. I've enclosed 2 blank playing cards so you can make some ATCs. This can go on a page and this becomes a pocket this way, this way. You all know. Probably better than me. I included some Rolodex. Oops. There's also some great negatives. There's photos, well, all black and whites, that you can play with those. Let me just get rid of all these little stamps so that we can get on to the next. And then I included a big giant safety pin. You can rust these. You can actually use alcohol ink on them. And I put on here some bulb pins. I think there's 5, maybe 7. It's metal. Everyone in both kits, there is a brass plate, so you can put that on your journal and play with that. And there is a cool little paper clip. So you get that. In this bag, in this bag is just a bunch of old doilies, crochet doilies and things that were taken from old. I'm also including some little white tags for you to color with and play with. Like I said, a lot of little doilies that have been cut up from other pieces. You will be getting some blingy bling bling. Yes, you will. And then I want to get to the rest of the pack, which will be as follows. This is a cut up file folder. There's a little heart that I cut out, corrugated cardboard you can play with. This is a vintage postcard. The other kit, it's in blue. There are 2 cards, flashcards, 2 regular pink napkins, and then what I did with the other 2 is I coffee dyed them to give them a little different look. So if you wanted to do more of like a grungy kind of journal, this is old name and address from a phone book. Here's another one. You know, you can cut these into strips, make belly bands, fold them in half. The 2 kits also have ladies' book and magazine. This is from Godey's, but they're pages, all right? So you'll each have one of those. Then there is some music, and that's some ladies' garments. I coffee dyed a doily, round. There is a big rectangle. So again, if you like grungy, crungy, crunkly, this is from one of my ledgers. So you get one of those. This is from another ledger, and I coffee dyed this because I like the effect that the water in the coffee does on the ink. I think it's pretty cool. I did the same thing with some just plain old lined paper. Look at how it like bleeds through. I just like the color. And then I did the same thing with graph paper. This is also from a ledger that I own. Really nice and big. So you can cut this in half and then fold it this way and you get 2 sheets, or just have fun. And then there is 2 coffee dyed pieces of paper. So this is kit A, and like I said, A is this print, because I only had one, and B is this print. Other than that, everything is the same. So I'm asking $20. I think it's well worth it with all the goodies and things you have in here. You can make multiple little books, big books, have a lot of fun. If you're interested, if you would email me from findings@jnm@gmail.com. That's findings by jnm@gmail.com. Let me know if you would like kit A or kit B. That's the only thing you have to tell me is A or B. Everything else is the same. Like I said, it's $20. I ship using Pirate Ship, and they give you the deepest discounts. I will invoice you via the Square. And what I need from you is your name, your YouTube name, your real name, email address that I can use, because that's how you will get your invoice from the Square, and your shipping address. So, if interested, tell me if you would like A or B. If you wouldn't mind sharing, liking, commenting, hit that notification button so when I'm on the next time, you'll be notified. Thanks again for watching. I appreciate it. Have a nice day.